The world is changing fast. AI isn't just knocking on the door of creativity, it's breaking it down. But what does this mean for you, for me, for any creatives out there? Today, we're going to be diving into the AI revolution, where it's taking us, and how we as creatives can not just survive, but thrive. AI, or artificial intelligence, refers to machines that mimic human intelligence. Tools like ChatGPT, DALL-E, or Midjourney have the ability to recognize patterns and turn data into creation. Or is it creation? It's just a meld of everything it's been given, and it kind of puts it all together and it spits it out in its own way. So how does it actually work? At its core, this is just a very broad overview, just a low level. It takes raw data, an immense amount of raw data that's often mined from the internet. It requires an immense amount of power. You see these mining facilities that they require the power of a whole city to function. Then they're implemented using a neural network, or it's just a certain algorithm that mimics the way our brains learn, whether it's reinforced or non-reinforced learning. And then that eventually becomes what we know as AI, or artificial intelligence. So AI doesn't really know what it's doing in the way we do. It doesn't think or feel. It just mimics patterns it's been trained on. And that's what makes it both incredibly powerful and at times also a little limited. It isn't quite at the level we have in our brains, but we're seeing more and more progression towards something that closely resembles our intelligence. AI has gone from a concept to a creative partner. It's not just playing along, it's creating faster, more efficiently, and often cheaper than us as creatives can. And that's where things get interesting. So we're living in the AI boom. Need an idea, AI can brainstorm it. Need an image, AI can create it. Need an article, AI can write it. Entire industries, art, writing, music, coding, are changing because of AI, because of the rise of LLMs, or large language models being AIs like ChatGPT. These industries are being redefined, and creatives everywhere are asking the same question, or even in the field of software, engineers are asking, am I being replaced? The short answer, no. The long answer, not entirely. AI isn't replacing creativity, it's reshaping it a bit. Right now, it's best at repetitive and formulaic tasks. It can assist, but what it lacks is emotion, context, and originality. So it lacks context, emotion, and these are often very understated. These are what give us our creativity, human creativity, that makes us, well, human. It's the powerhouse behind some of the greatest pieces and greatest creations us humans have made. And really, we can almost add one here, is just the experiences and the memories that experiences create often drive our creativity even further. So currently, this is what it's lacking, and this is really big. This is something that's going to be incredibly hard for the current AIs that we have to adopt. But once we do adopt that, I'm sure it'll be far in the future, or it might be closer than we even think. But right now, it's lacking those. And that is where it probably won't even ever be able to replicate those. But once, now that we have this advantage, we can use it to push past the AIs, use it simply as a tool, and create originally and create effectively. So how do we thrive? Well, not only survive, but thrive in an AI-dominated world as creatives. 3 strategies we can implement, 3 strategies anybody can implement to stand out and keep ahead in the race we are currently in. First up being just embrace AI as a tool, not a threat. At least it isn't yet. But using tools like ChatGPT or Midjourney to potentially speed up workflows. If you're somebody who's a software engineer or simply just a programmer, use it to speed up your coding process. Use it to maybe help brainstorm. As a creative, if you're a painter or a woodworker, use it to brainstorm new projects. Stuff like this. Use it as a tool. Use it to speed up your workflows, speed up your creation process. Next up, double down on your uniqueness. If you're a creative who likes to associate yourself with your creative brand, dive further into that creative brand, that uniqueness that you bring to the table, that uniqueness you bring to your pieces, to your projects. Double down on that, and you'll still stand out. AI has a problem with generating unique ideas. It likes to be very general. It likes to kind of stay to a certain parameter list. But when you dive into what makes you special or what makes your creative brand special, you can stand out. Focus on collaboration and connection. When people buy art pieces, when people connect with videos, with movies, with any sort of creation, they're looking to both collaborate. Oh, sorry, I forgot an N there. They're looking to collaborate with the creator, and they're looking to connect with them. What's the story behind it? Show them the behind the scenes, the creation process of making it. This is what AI is lacking. It's not, there's no story behind it. There's no connection to it. There's no person behind it. And that's where these are 3 strategies you can implement just to thrive and not just survive in the revolution we're currently living in. So what does the AI revolution really mean for creativity, for creatives, for anybody who likes to create art or products or really anything? I wrote 3 things down. Creativity will be made more accessible. More tools will be created. Being able to create applications, create software will become easier. You'll be able to create, I'm sure there's going to be new tools to create videos that'll be more accessible. It's going to look a little different, but it's going to make creating much easier, faster, a little bit different. You'll probably still want to add a bit of your, we'll skip to the 3rd one, add a bit of your human touch to make it, as more and more AI generated content is being pushed to the internet by AIs themselves, the human touch will become priceless. Those little tiny details, those little tiny acts of stupidity or special touch or a little bit of dumbness, a little bit of humor, a little bit of comedy will really stand out. Those things that make us inherently human will become, like it says here, priceless. The second thing I wrote down here is, it relates to both of these, is creativity will be redefined. It's going to look a little bit different. It's not about creating in isolation. It's about how we combine human ingenuity with AI's capabilities, using the new tools we're going to have and using all that's there to offer. But these are 3 things that that we're living in right now, and it's up to us to keep pushing, keep creating. And if you don't want to, like in the past section we looked at, if you don't want to embrace AI, if you don't want to use the tools, declare war on AI. Declare war on it. Out-create it. Keep pushing and strive to be better than it, and strive to dive into your uniqueness, which will make you stand apart and make you stay ahead of it. So in the end, the AI era or the AI revolution isn't about choosing sides. It's about embracing change, but not even just embracing change, but just pushing towards staying ahead. And I wrote down two things here just to sum of some of the key messages I want to bring to you today, which is be yourself, dive into your uniqueness, dive into the own creations of your mind, not the creations of someone else. Although it can be argued that creation is a combination of all the things you've learned from elsewhere. But I also wrote embrace silence. Embracing silence, embracing the quietness of your mind, the thoughts that come in when there's no external stimulation. That is your own creativity. That is you. That is your subconscious mind talking to yourself, coming up with new things. And one last thing, you have to think with all the different things we interact with, the constant stimulation we have on social media, on platforms of all sorts, the backbones of their software is AI. If we're constantly being fed ideas from someone else, we're constantly being fed information of things that don't bring value to us, that's going to take up a lot of mental space. So embracing silence, embracing some breaks from that type of stimulation, from the AI's feeding us what stuff we like, constant dopamine hits, then we can stay ahead, then we can stay creative, and we can keep creating, keep pushing, and striving towards greatness. But what do you think about AI and creativity? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to chat about it. If you think maybe it's not a good thing to embrace the tools, maybe you're totally against embracing the tools, maybe you don't even consider what AI does as creating, like myself. But yeah, let me know. Please like, subscribe. It helps me out, helps me know that you like this type of content. But I'll see you later.